Welcome to X Confessions Unlocked, where X secrets spill, revenge gets served, and sometimes X's come crawling back. Subscribe now for real, unfiltered stories about love gone wrong, and sometimes very right. Drop a comment with your X drama. Yours could be next. 25 years of marriage. A room full of our closest friends and family. And the moment I handed her those divorce papers, her face went pale. Because she knew I'd found out her secret. And I wasn't just leaving her. I was going to ruin her. My name is Nathaniel Nate Blackwell, and for a quarter of a century, I was the perfect husband. The kind who rubbed her feet after a long day. My wife, in a hotel lobby, laughing, with my best friend, Dan Reeves. The man who had stood next to me at our wedding. The man who had held my son at his baptism. The man who had slept in my guest room just last month. The photos kept coming. Them holding hands. Him kissing her neck in a dimly lit bar. Her slipping into his penthouse at 1 a.m. I didn't cry. I didn't break anything. I just folded the evidence back into the envelope and handed Mola a bonus. Keep digging. For the next 4 months, I became the greatest actor of my life. I took Bella to Paris for her birthday. I whispered, "I love you" every night. I even renewed our vows, just the two of us, on a beach in Malibu. And the whole time, she bought it. She thought she'd gotten away with it. She thought I was clueless. But I was counting down the days. To our 25th anniversary party. The ballroom was stunning. Crystal chandeliers. A live jazz band. 200 of our closest friends and family. Bella looked radiant in a silver gown, her dark hair cascading over her shoulders. She'd spent months planning this night. Little did she know, so had I. After dinner, the band quieted. Glasses were raised. Bella stood, tears in her eyes, ready to give her speech about everlasting love. Then I stood up instead. I like to say a few words. The room hushed. Bella smiled, thinking I was about to gush over our unbreakable bond. I cleared my throat. 25 years is a long time. Long enough to learn someone's deepest secrets and their ugliest lies. Her smile froze. I reached into my jacket, pulled out an envelope, handed it to her. "Happy anniversary, Bella." She opened it. Divorce papers. The room erupted. Gasps. Glasses shattering. Someone screamed. Bella's hand shook. "Nate, what the hell is this?" I leaned in, my voice low and deadly calm. "Ask Dan." Her face drained of color. Then I turned to our guests, raising my glass with a smirk. To new beginnings. And with that, I walked out. The moment I walked out of that ballroom, all hell broke loose. Behind me, I heard Bella shriek, a sound I'd never heard in 25 years of marriage. It wasn't sadness. It was panic. Nate, come back." I didn't turn around. The valet handed me my keys, his eyes wide. Even he had heard the chaos inside. As I drove away, my phone exploded. Texts, calls, voicemails. Bella, her sister, my brother, even my mother-in-law, who never called me unless it was to remind me Bella deserved better. I silenced it all, because the game wasn't over yet. I had planned this for 4 months. Every single detail, including the evidence drop. At exactly 11:47 p.m., while Bella was still sobbing in front of 200 guests, an anonymous email blasted to everyone at that party. Subject: the truth about Isabella Blackwell. Attached: photos, hotel receipts, text logs between her and Damien, and a voicemail of damn whispering. "Bella, he's gonna find out. We can't keep doing this, but God, I can't stop." By midnight, social media was on fire. Bella came from old money, the kind of family where reputation was everything. And now, her father, Charles Whitmore III, a man who once told me I'd never be good enough for his daughter, was the first to disown her. His text to me at 12:15 a.m. "Nathaniel, the family will be cutting all ties with Isabella. We expect you'll handle the divorce discreetly." I laughed. Discreetly? Too late for that. By morning, her sister unfollowed her on Instagram. Her mother changed the locks on the family estate. Her niece, who Bella had practically raised, posted, "Never trust a snake." But the best part? Dawn's wife, Pauline, filed for divorce an hour after the email went out, with a restraining order. She showed up at our house at 3 a.m., pounding on the door like a madwoman. "Nate, please, we need to talk." I didn't answer. Instead, I watched through the security cameras as she collapsed on the porch, her makeup smeared, her dress torn. "I'll do anything. I'll give you everything. Just don't do this." I took a sip of whiskey and sent her one text. "You should have thought of that before you slept with my best friend." Then I blocked her number. I thought I'd won. I thought it was over. Then the letter arrived. Hand-delivered. No return address. Inside, a single sentence. You really think you're the only one with secrets, Nate? And beneath it, a photo of me from 5 years ago with a woman who wasn't Bella. My blood ran cold because this wasn't part of the plan. The photo in my hands felt like a live grenade. Me, 5 years ago, in a dimly lit hotel bar, with my arm around a woman who wasn't Bella. Her face was blurred, but the date stamp was clear. March 15th, 2018. The night I told Bella I was at a business conference in Chicago. You really think you're the only one with secrets, Nate? The note wasn't signed, but I knew. Bella had played me. I stormed into my home office, pouring myself a triple whiskey as I pulled up old emails. March 14th, 2018, flight confirmation to Chicago. March 15th, 2018, dinner receipt from the Violet Hour. But then, the security footage. I had wiped my own cameras that week because I had been hiding something. Not an affair. Something worse. The next morning, my lawyer called. Nate, you need to see this. A video had gone viral overnight. Bella, sitting in a stark white room, tears streaming down her face. I made mistakes. I own that. But what Nathaniel Blackwell did to me, to our family, that wasn't justice. It was cruelty. She took a shaky breath. And he's not the saint he pretends to be. Then the screen cut to a clip. Me, in that same hotel bar. But this time, the woman's face was clear. Pauline Reeves, Dan's wife. The room spun. No. 5 years ago, I had met Pauline in Chicago. But not for an affair. She had reached out to me, terrified. Dan's stealing from your company, Nate. And I think he's involved with Bella. I didn't believe her until I saw the proof. So we met, in secret, and I made a decision that would haunt me forever. I buried it, to protect my marriage, to protect my pride. And now, Bella had twisted it into a weapon. The internet erupted. Hashtag Team Bella trended in our state. News outlets picked up the story. Scorned wife exposes husband's hypocrisy. My company's board called an emergency meeting. Dan, now a pariah himself, showed up at my door, bloody knuckles and wild eyes. You knew? And you let me stand there while you destroyed her? While you destroyed me. I didn't answer. He spat at my feet. Enjoy hell, Nate. Bella demanded a meeting. Face to face. No lawyers. No games. I agreed. We met at her old house, the one I'd already moved out of. She stood by the fireplace, calm. Cold. You took everything from me, she said. You took it first, I shot back. She smiled. A predator's smile. No, Nate. I just gave you the rope. You hung yourself. Then she pulled out one last envelope. Inside, a screenshot of a $2 million wire transfer. From Dan's offshore account to hers, dated 3 days before our anniversary party. My blood turned to ice. You planned this? She tilted her head. I knew you'd find out about us eventually. So I made sure when you did, you'd burn yourself down trying to punish me. I lunged. Not at her. At the fireplace. Where the original photo of me and Pauline was already burning. Bella laughed. Too late, Nate. The world already believes you're the monster. 1 year later, Bella moved to Monaco with her payout. Dan vanished. Some say to a non-extradition country. I lost the company, the house, and any semblance of a reputation. But the cruelest twist? Pauline reached out, with a single sentence. I try to warn you. I sit in my empty apartment now, staring at a single anniversary card. The one Bella left on my doorstep last week. Inside, a photo of us on our wedding day. And written beneath, Happy 26th, Nate. P.S. I always win. I light it on fire and watch it burn.